morning to the class of Social Science for class 5, chapter number 5. The name of the chapter is Continents and Ocean. I repeat, the name of the chapter is Continents and Ocean. In the contents of this chapter, we will learn about have the introduction, continents, ocean, and we will also have some key terms in form of vocabulary. Let's begin with the introduction. Land and water cover the surface of the earth. Land covers 29% and water covers 71% of the earth's surface. The earth is being divided into mostly in two parts. Either it's a water or land. Okay, so here the land covers only the 29% and the water covers around the 71%. Are you able to see the diagram in the slide? In this slide you are able to see there is a 70.9% area which is having the water area and 29.1% area which is having the land area. Now students, make sure that you have to make this diagram in your notebook. Okay, continents and oceans are the big land masses and large expanse of water respectively. Now see the land area. As you all know that we live on land. So over here the land is being divided or is being distributed into the continents. Okay, and the water area is being again divided into form of oceans. Okay, oceans, seas and so many other water bodies. So 70.9% area is covered by ocean, seas, and 29.1% area is being covered by the continents on the earth surface. Now, are you able to see this map? Here in this map, we are showing you the 7 continent map with 5 oceans. How many continents? 7 continents with 5 oceans. In the 5 oceans, we have Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, okay, Indian Ocean. Now we also have the Southern Ocean and Arctic Ocean. Okay, how many oceans we have now? Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Southern Ocean and Arctic Ocean. The continents we are having here: North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia and Antarctica. Now here in this map, this is a map that I am showing you, but in the next slide I will be telling you the names differently, what are the continents and what are the oceans, and you have to write this all in your notebook. Now see the continents and ocean. The continents we have on the earth are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, Australia. The oceans we have the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Southern or Antarctic Ocean and Arctic Ocean. So you have to draw this and write this all table in your notebook. Okay, so please learn the names of the continents and oceans found on the earth. So this is your task, that you have to learn the names of the continents and the oceans defined in this slide. Okay, you have to write this in your notebook, and you also have to draw the diagram which is containing the land percentage and the water percentage on the earth. Now let's discuss about what are continents. What are continents? a very large area land that consists of several countries is called a continent. What is continent? A very large area of land that consists of several countries are called or is called a continent. Okay, so what is continent? A very large area of land which consists of several countries is called a continent. The seven continents of the world are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe, Australia and Antarctica. I repeat once again. The seven continents of the world are America, North America, South America, Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia and Antarctica. Okay, so what do you mean by continent? A very large land mass which consists of several countries is called continent. Okay, don't forget what do you mean by a continent. I repeat once again. A continent. What is a continent? A very large land area which consists of several countries is called a continent. Now the first largest continent that I am going to discuss with you all is Asia. This is the map of Asia. This is the world map. Here are you able to see the Asia? Okay, the Asia which has been covered all with a cream shade. Okay, this all comes in the Asia part. Fine, this is the Asia where India is containing. Okay, India is situated. Now here are several countries which are here in this Asia. Now this Asia is the largest continent. Asia is the largest continent. Now let me introduce Asia to you all. Asia is the largest continent and the most populated continent on the earth. Asia is the largest and most populated. Most populated means that they are having lots of population here because several countries are here in this Asia continent. It has nearly 1/3 of the world's total land area and is home to more than half of Earth's people. Now see, most populated means it is having more than half of the Earth's people. It means there are, just imagine, I am giving you example, there are 1,000 people. In the 1,000 people, there are around 600 to 700 people living in the continent Asia. So nearly 1/3 of the world's total land area is covered by Asia, and more than half of the Earth's people are living in Asia continent. Asia stretches from Arctic Ocean to the equator. Asia stretches from Arctic Ocean to equator. It is bounded to the east by the Pacific Ocean. It is bounded to the east of the Pacific by the Pacific Ocean. To the south it is Indian Ocean. To the southwest by the Mediterranean and Black Sea. And to the west by Europe. Okay, it has Earth's highest point, Mount Everest, and the lowest point, the Dead Sea. Asia also includes some of the world's wettest, driest, hottest and coldest places. Okay, it is the Earth's highest point. Highest point means Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the highest mount peak in the world. You all know very well. The lowest point, the Dead Sea. Asia also includes the world's wettest. Wetted means which is very wetty, which is covered with the rainfall. Driest, totally dry area. Hottest means very hot, and the coldest places also. In Asia, we also have the Himalayas. The Himalayas in the southern Asia include the Mount Everest. Mount Everest on the border between the China and Nepal. Mount Everest is 29,035 feet high. It means 8,850 meters high. Okay, so what is the height of Mount Everest? The height of the Mount Everest is 29,035 feet, which is equal to 8,850 meters high. Okay, in the Himalayas, K2 is the world's second highest peak, which is at the about height of 28,251 feet, okay, which is equal to 8,611 meters. So Himalayas is said to be a very important part of the Earth's surface, which is found in the Asian continent. Okay, in the Mount Everest, in the Himalayas, Mount Everest is said to be the world's highest peak, okay, which is in the border of the China and Nepal. It is at the height of 29,035 feet, which is equal to 8,850 meters, okay. With the Mount Everest, we also have the second highest peak, okay, that is said to be the K2. K2, the height of K2 is 28,251 feet. I repeat, the height of K2 is 28,251 feet, which is equal to 8,611 meters. I repeat, which is equal to 8,611 meters. So we have both the highest, the highest and the second highest peak of the world in Asia continent. And what are those? The Mount Everest and K2. They are being both found in the Himalayan ranges. Himalayan ranges which are being found on the Asian continent. The Mount Everest is being located in between the border of China and Nepal. Okay, so don't forget, the highest peak of the world is Mount Everest. The second highest peak of the world is K2. Now let's discuss about Africa. Africa, which is said to be the second largest continent on the earth's surface. Okay, I repeat, Africa, which is said to be the second largest continent on the earth's surface. So here we are going to discuss about the continent Africa. In the introduction of Africa, Africa is said to be the second largest continent after Asia on the earth's surface. I repeat, Africa is said to be the second largest and the most populous or the populated continent on the earth's surface after Asia. So number one we are having Asia, and number two position we are having Africa. This continent is surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea to the north, the Isthmus of Suez and the Red Sea to the northeast, the Indian Ocean to the southeast, and the Atlantic Ocean to the west. Its prominent features are Sahara Desert. Sahara Desert, which is said to be the world's largest desert. The Nile River, which is said to be the world's largest river. The Victoria Falls, which is said to be the world's largest waterfalls, and Mount Kilimanjaro, which is said to be the continent's highest peak. So these are the features, the prominent and the important features of Africa. What are the important features of Africa? Firstly, Sahara Desert. Sahara Desert, which is said to be the world's largest desert. The Nile River, which is said to be the world's longest river and the largest river. The Victoria Falls, which is said to be the world's longest waterfalls. And Mount Kilimanjaro, I repeat, Mount Kilimanjaro, which is said to be the continent's highest peak, which is said to be the continent's highest peak. So what is the continent? Name the mount or name the mountain which is the continent Africa's highest peak. It is Mount Kilimanjaro. Okay. Name the world's longest waterfall. The world's longest waterfall is the Victoria Fall. Okay. Name the world's largest river. That is said to be the Nile River. Name the world's largest desert. It is said to be the Sahara Desert. Which continent contains the world's largest river, world's largest desert, and the world's longest waterfall? That is Africa. Which continent contains all? Africa. Now, South Africa and Egypt are the prominent countries of the continent. Okay, South Africa and Egypt are prominent. Prominent means very important countries. Okay, they are the leading countries of this continent and the famous countries also. Now let's discuss about the next continent, that is said to be the North America. The third continent, the third largest continent is said to be the North America. Okay, North America, which is said to be the third largest continent. North America is said to be the third largest continent. With the North America, it is the world's third largest continent. I repeat, it is the third largest continent. It is surrounded by Arctic, the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans on the north, east and west respectively. It means that in the north, Arctic Ocean is situated, Atlantic Ocean is situated at the east side or found in the east side, and the Pacific Ocean is found on the west side. The Rocky Mountains is the most significant mountain range. I repeat, the Rocky Mountain is the most significant mountain range. The Isthmus of Panama connects North America to the South America in the south. The Isthmus of Panama connects North America to South America in the south. The Bering Sea separates it from Asia in the west. The Bering Sea separates it from the Asia in the west. Mount Mankele is the continent's highest peak. I repeat, Mount Mankele is the continent's highest peak. USA, Canada and Mexico, they are the important countries of North America. I repeat once again, USA, Canada and Mexico are the important countries of North America. So North America is the third largest continent on the earth, okay, in the world. It is surrounded by Arctic Ocean, Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. In the north, Arctic Ocean is present. In the east, Atlantic Ocean, and in the west, the Pacific Ocean is located. The Rocky Mountains is the most significant mountain, okay? It's the most important mountain in the North America, the Rocky Mountains. The Isthmus of Panama, which used to connect North America to the South America in the south. The Bering Sea separates North America to the Asia, okay, from the west. In the west, Mount Mankele is the continent's highest peak, and USA, Mexico and Canada, they are the very important countries of North America. Now let's discuss about South America. South America, which is said to be the fourth largest continent in the world, okay, which is said to be the fourth largest continent in the world. Now let me introduce South America to you all. South America is the world's fourth largest continent. It lies below North America. It just lies below the North America, and it is connected to North America by the Isthmus of Panama. It is connected with North America by the Isthmus of Panama. The Andes in the world's largest continuous mountain range, okay? In South America we find the Andes. The Andes is the world's largest continuous mountain range, okay? It is in a continuation form. It is not broken by at any place, okay? Mount Aconcagua is the highest peak in the South America. Mount Aconcagua is the highest peak in the South America. The Amazon is the world's largest river. In South America, the Amazon is the world's largest river in South America, okay? So the world's largest river after the river Nile is the Amazon River. It lies in South America. The Angel Falls. The Angel Falls in Venezuela is the highest waterfall in the world. The Angel Falls in Venezuela is the highest waterfall in the world. The Atacama Desert in Chile is the driest place of our planet. The Atacama Desert is the driest place, okay, in the whole earth, okay, in the whole planet of the earth. The Atacama Desert is the driest place. It's not having any single drop of water, okay. It's very dry, very heavy dry area. Brazil and Argentina. I repeat, Brazil and Argentina are important South American countries. Brazil and Argentina are the important South American countries. It means Brazil and Argentina are said to be the very important countries in South America or South America. So with the features of the South America, we learn that it is the fourth largest continent. Okay, it is been connected to North America by the Isthmus of Panama. It lies just below the North America. The Andes is the Earth's largest continuous mountain range. The Mount Aconcagua is the highest peak in the South America. Okay, the Amazon River is the world's largest river, which has been found in the South America. And the Angel Falls in Venezuela is the world's largest waterfall on the earth. Okay, now the most important, the Atacama Desert. The Atacama Desert, which is the driest place on this whole planet. Okay, and Brazil and Argentina are the important countries of this South America, or are the part of South America. Now let's discuss about the next continent, which is said to be Antarctica. The next continent, which is said to be Antarctica, it is said to be the fifth largest continent in the world. It is said to be the fifth largest continent in the world. Now, further introduction about Antarctica. Antarctica, which is said to be the fifth largest continent in the world. Okay, it is also called an island continent. I repeat, it is also called an island continent. It is surrounded by the Indian, the Atlantic, and the Pacific Ocean on its side. It has been surrounded by the Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, and the Pacific Ocean on its side. It lies entirely within the Antarctic Circle. South Pole lies in its center. It is known as the frozen continent or the white continent because it is covered by a thick layer of permanent ice. So it is not at all suitable for the human beings. Okay, so Antarctica is also known to be or also called as a frozen continent or a white continent because it is covered with a thick layer of permanent ice. It's too terrible, too cold over there. It is not suitable for the human beings. So penguins, seals, whales, and albatross are being found over there. These are the types of animals which are being found in the Antarctica region, Antarctica continent. So for the Antarctica continent, it is the fifth largest continent in the world. It is also called an island continent. It is being covered or surrounded by the Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, and the Pacific Ocean. It lies entirely in the Antarctic Circle. South Pole lies in the center. It is also known as the frozen continent or the white continent because it is covered by a thick layer of permanent ice, okay, which is not suitable for the human beings at all. Penguins, seals, whales, and albatross are being found in Antarctic continent, okay, in Antarctica continent. Now let's discuss about another continent which is called Europe. Are you able to see the red line over here on this map? On this map the Europe shows, okay, all the area which is coming under this red boundary is called Europe. Okay, it is called Europe. There are several small countries, small places which have been found in Europe. Europe, which is said to be the sixth largest continent in the world and the most industrialized continent in the world. Industrialized means there are several industries, okay, in this continent. It is also known as the peninsula of peninsulas because of two reasons. Okay, what are the two reasons? Firstly, it has several peninsulas like the Scandinavian, Balkan and Italian peninsula. Okay, first reason, it has several peninsulas like the Scandinavian, Balkan and the Italian peninsula. Number two, Europe itself looks like a giant peninsula. Okay, it's a very big peninsula. We know what the peninsula means, covered with the water bodies. It is surrounded by Arctic Ocean on the north, the Atlantic Ocean on the west and the Mediterranean Sea in the south. Okay, so Europe is being surrounded by Arctic Ocean in the north, Atlantic Ocean in the west and Mediterranean Sea in the south. So Europe is said to be the sixth largest continent and the most industrialized continent in the world. It is also said to be the peninsula of peninsulas. Okay, because of two reasons. Number one, it has several peninsulas like the Scandinavian, Balkan and the Italian peninsula. And second reason is that Europe itself looks like a giant peninsula. It is surrounded by the Arctic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Ocean, Mediterranean Sea in the south. Now let's discuss about Australia. Australia, which is said to be the smallest continent in the world. Okay, Australia is said to be the smallest continent in the world on the earth's surface. Okay, it's the seventh continent. We have seven continents. First we had the Asia, another we have Africa, after that we had North America, South America, then we have Antarctica, then we have the Europe, and now we are having and going to study about Australia, which is said to be the smallest continent. Along with the mainland Australia, it includes New Zealand and innumerable small islands. Okay, innumerable means countless small islands, small islands. Okay, these are collectively called Oceania. What are they called? Oceania. So what do you mean by Oceania? Along with the mainland Australia, New Zealand and innumerable small islands are collectively called Oceania. Again I repeat, along with the mainland Australia, New Zealand and small innumerable islands collectively known as Oceania. The Great Barrier Reef, located in the north and the eastern coast of Australia, is the world famous coral reef. The Great Barrier Reef, located in the northeastern coast of Australia, is the world famous coral reef. Mount Kosciuszko is the highest peak of this continent. Mount Kosciuszko is the highest peak of this continent. I repeat, Mount Kosciuszko is the highest peak of this continent. So about the Australia, what did you learn? You learned that it is the smallest continent. Along with the small mainland Australia, New Zealand and small other innumerable islands, collectively they are being called as Oceania. The Great Barrier Reef is the world famous coral reef, and Mount Kosciuszko is the highest peak of this continent. Mount Kosciuszko is the highest peak of this continent. Now let's discuss about oceans. Oceans, which is said to be the most important water body found on the earth. On the earth, there are 5 oceans that we found: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Indian Ocean, and the Southern Ocean. Southern Ocean is also been called as Antarctic Ocean. Okay. Now, what do you mean by ocean? An ocean is a body of water that composes much of the planet's hydrosphere. Hydrosphere means the atmosphere related to the hydrogen or oxygen. Okay, on Earth, an ocean is one of the major conventional divisions of the word ocean. These are in descending order by area. By the area of descending order. Descending, from the greater to the smaller. Now, these are the names of the oceans from the greater to the smaller in the area. Number 1, the Pacific Ocean. Number 2, Atlantic Ocean. Number 3, Indian Ocean. Number 4, Southern or the Antarctic Ocean. And number 5 is Arctic Ocean. Okay, so we are having how many oceans? 5 oceans. Okay, these are being always arranged in a descending order as per their area, the area with which they used to cover. So the first is coming with the Pacific Ocean, then second Atlantic Ocean, third Indian Ocean, fourth the Southern or Antarctic Ocean, and the fifth is coming with the Arctic Ocean. First one, the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the largest and the deepest ocean on earth. It spans 60 million square miles from California to China, and its certain regions extends tens of thousands of feet below the surface of the water. The deepest part of the earth's crust is known as the Mariana Trench. It lies on its ocean floor. This is the floor on which we walk. Same like here, we have the floor in the oceans also. And the Mariana Trench is said to be the deepest part of the Indian crust. Okay, so what is Mariana Trench? The deepest part of the earth's crust is thought to be the Mariana Trench. And where is Mariana Trench being found? In which ocean? Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean, which is said to be the largest and the deepest ocean on the earth. Okay, it used to span 60 million square miles from California to China. Okay, and almost 10,000, it means more than 10,000 feet below, or it is very deep inside from the water. Okay, the surface of the water. First one, the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the largest and the deepest ocean on earth. It spans 60 million square miles from California to China, and its certain regions extends tens of thousands of feet below the surface of the water. The deepest part of the earth's crust is known as the Mariana Trench. It lies on its ocean floor. This is the floor on which we walk. Same like here, we have the floor in the oceans also. And the Mariana Trench is said to be the deepest part of the Indian crust. Okay, so what is Mariana Trench? The deepest part of the earth's crust is thought to be the Mariana Trench. And where is Mariana Trench being found? In which ocean? Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean, which is said to be the largest and the deepest ocean on the earth. Okay, it used to span 60 million square miles from California to China. Okay, and almost 10,000, it means more than 10,000 feet below, or it is very deep inside from the water. Okay, the surface of the water. It is Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean is said to be the second largest ocean in the world. Its shape resembles the letter S. Now, are you able to see this map? Over there, Atlantic Ocean is being highlighted with the blue lines. Now, do it looks like an S shape? Yes, it looks like an S shape. It's not exactly S, but it looks like an S shape. So, its shapes resemble the S shape. A submerged mountain range known as Mid-Atlantic Range is located on its floor. It means Mid-Atlantic Range is being found over there. Now, submerged mountain. Submerged mountain over here means the mountain ranges which is found below the water level. Okay, below the water level started and it's been founded over there in the Atlantic Ocean. The peaks of this range form many islands in the ocean. Okay, as it has been said, the mountain is below the water level. It means the peaks, whatever the mountain peaks they are having, they are being already forming, or they are being formed or coming in form of a small islands in this area. Okay, so for the Atlantic Ocean, what we learn? We learn that Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean. It used to resemble the letter S. A submerged mountain which is known as Mid-Atlantic Range is situated here. Okay, it has been found here where small islands are being found due to the peaks of those mountains. Now come to the next ocean, that is said to be the Indian Ocean, and I hope you all know about Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean is said to be the third largest ocean. Okay, Indian Ocean is said to be the third largest ocean. It is roughly triangular in shape and has about the average depth. Depth means inside the water level of about 4,000 meters. The Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal are the important part of this ocean. What are the important part of Indian Ocean? The Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. It usually is roughly triangular in shape. Okay, and it has average depth of about 4,000 meters. Indian Ocean is said to be the third largest ocean in the world. Okay, now one more thing. Do you know that Indian Ocean is the only ocean which has been named by any country? Okay, which is named by in a form of any country. Indian Ocean, it means that it's been taken from the word India. India is a country. Our country India from our country name India, the Indian Ocean name is been derived or is been taken off. Okay, it is the only ocean which has been taken by the name of any country. So it's very important for you all to learn that which ocean is being taken or named by the name of any country. It is said to be the Indian Ocean. Next comes with the Southern or Antarctic Ocean. It is said to be the fourth largest ocean on the Earth's surface. It is formed by merging of southern extensions of the Indian, Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. Okay, Indian Ocean is present, Pacific Ocean is present and the Atlantic Ocean is present. Now these are being, as it is being extended to the southern hemisphere, these are said to be the Southern Ocean or coming in the part of Antarctic Ocean or forming the Antarctic Ocean. It lies entirely in the southern hemisphere. It means above the equator. Okay, so Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean, whatever the parts are below the equator, usually those parts are been coming in the southern hemisphere. Okay, and these all the southern hemisphere used to make one ocean that is said to be the Southern Ocean or said to be the Antarctic Ocean. Antarctic Ocean, which is said to be the fourth largest ocean in the world. It has been consisting with the extension means to be not defined in going in a very large area. Okay, as I told you, Indian Ocean is not small. Okay, below the equator, whatever the part of the Indian Ocean comes in the part of Antarctic Ocean. Okay, or the Southern Ocean. Same like with the Pacific Ocean also and the Atlantic Ocean also. Now coming to the part of the last ocean that is said to be the Arctic Ocean. The Arctic Ocean, which is said to be the smallest ocean and lies mostly in the Arctic Circle. Okay, it is the shallowest of all oceans. Shallowest means very shallow, very small and deep. Okay, it remains frozen in the most part and is almost throughout the year. It is usually the frozen part of there because of the North Pole. Okay, North Pole where the sunlight don't used to come and very rare sunlight is coming over there. Usually no sunlight is there and that's why that area is always in a frozen, okay, in a cold form, and so it's not good for the human beings to live there. The North Pole of the Earth is located there. The North Pole of the Earth is located in which ocean? The Arctic Ocean. Okay, the Arctic Ocean, which is said to be the topmost ocean of the Earth's surface. Okay, it remains to be the frozen. Clear? Now, with this, you also came now the Arctic Ocean is the smallest ocean also, and it is the shallowest ocean in the world. Okay, what is said to be which ocean is said to be the shallowest ocean? The shallowest ocean of the world is the Arctic Ocean. It is the smallest ocean also. It remains frozen. It means throughout the time, throughout the year, almost throughout the year, there is properly permanent ice over there. Okay, the North Pole is situated in this ocean. The North Pole is situated in this ocean, Arctic Ocean. Okay. Now let's discuss some terms that came in this slide. Isthmus. Isthmus is said to be a narrow piece of land which is connecting two larger areas across an expanse of water that otherwise separates them. Okay, it is actually be said of a narrow piece, a very small piece of land which is connected the two things. Okay, two lands areas. Okay, which are very wide. You know, imagine you just read it in North America connects with the South America with the Isthmus of Panama. Okay, Isthmus of Suez. Now what are these? They are the things which used to connect North America with the South America. Okay, now next is said to be the coral reef. Coral reef, which is said to be a ridge of rock in the sea formed by the growth and deposit of skeleton of corals, which are marine invertebrate animals. Okay, it means the marine animals which are being dead. Okay, and they all used been gathered over there at one place. They used to make a small mountain or smaller ricket rocks. Okay, those are said to be the coral reef. Submerge is said to be to go below or make something go below the surface of the earth. Okay, as I told you, in Australia, what's happening? In Australia, a submerged midway over there been located and found, that is said to be the submerged. It means joined all together below the water level. Okay, the mountains are been coming, or the rocks are been joining all together, creating a mountain, and those are been inside the water level. Okay, and with there all of these peaks are been making a small islands. Okay, so submerged, coral reef, and isthmus, these are the important terms that came in this chapter, and you have to learn and write these words in your notebook also. So in this chapter, what actually you all learn? You all learn what are oceans. You all learn what are seas. How many types of oceans are being found on this earth? There are 5 types of oceans which are being found on the earth. What are those? The Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, the Southern or the Antarctic Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. Including that, now how many types of continents which have been found on the earth? They are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. Australia, which is said to be the smallest continent, and Asia, which is said to be the largest continent. Now the whole of the earth's surface is being divided usually into 2 parts. Okay, the land and the water area. The land area, which has been covered by just only 29.1%, and the water area is been covered by 70.9%. Now the image of the distribution of the earth's surface, the water and the land, I showed you in this presentation. You have to draw this in your notebook. Including that, you have to make the table which have been showed and made you all for regarding how many types of continents we have and how many types of oceans do we have. You have to name them all. Okay, now one more thing that you all have to do. You have to take a political map. You have to take a political map or a physical map of the world, and you have to mark the oceans and the seas. Okay, in this presentation I showed you one slide where you have all the names of the continents which are from the different colors, and all the oceans which are been written with the blue color. So you have to write them and you have to make them in your map. Okay, and you have to paste that map inside your notebook. Okay, so this work you have to do. So thank you for watching this video. Have a great day ahead.